all the self everywhere. It's
The
only
universe,
one self.
yes, it's only one self.
And so what you do affects everything. So it's better to be pure and do good, and just try to not, do good things and not...
not harm anybody, then attract good energies around.
And also, support life and the universe and look after it, because we're the caretakers of this planet.
Yeah.
We were put here to look after the animals and to look after the plants and to take care of the planet and make a better place, not trash it.
Yeah, not so. Nah, you're full of a reason.
It only makes sense. It's common sense.
Yeah, just let the world to know that.
You don't want to go toilet on your own back doorstep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I heard something very intelligent. I heard something very concrete last week. When you invite some guests to your house and you invite them to dinner, okay, let's have some dinner with me tonight. Then you first make sure everybody's eating.
Yeah.
Then you eat.
Yeah, but when I have people for dinner, first, whenever I cook the food, I never take a spoon and taste it and put the spoon back inside.
Of course not. And the first
okay, and the first, so then when the food is all ready, and in India they never even taste it. They just cook it. They know how to do it. Me, I don't taste it so much either, but when the food is ready, you make a little plate with all the food and a little glass of water, and then you go and put on the altar for God and the ancestors. And then you give the food to everybody to eat. Then you eat after.
Then you eat after.
Yeah.
We should behave like that with the world. Not eating unless anybody is eating first. Yeah.
Well, anyway, all the clues are there for everybody. I mean, Jesus said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I mean, it can't be more plain than that.
Yeah. So, could you tell us about your spiritual songs and which you produced in India? How it was made? How it was.
Which ones you mean?
The first ones.
The first one was just me singing and playing guitar by a campfire, and people playing drum and flute and maybe guitar.
And then you
that was the first full moon.
The first song. Then you found.
Then we got some.
Very formal.
Then some people came in and brought some amplifiers and guitar, and somebody brought a drum set, and somebody brought a little PA system.
Like natural things.
Then after I went up to Bombay and built a big PA system with one electronic guy in Bombay. On the boat, we had a stage at the beach. Well, we had great thing. We had 5 bands one year. I had a big house called the Music House. All the equipment was set up there. Different bands would come and rehearse every day. Every full moon, Christmas, New Year, we had a stage on the beach. The bands would play all night with DJ in between, and then in the morning jam session where straggling musicians would join.
So it was how the electronic music started?
No, it was live music at that time.
But it was electronic music mixed like with
no,
DJs?
No, it was 70s, man. It was, some of it was more kind of jazz rock, Santana mix, some was English rock kind of like thing. I mean, there was a Rajneesh band also. There was one group that did South American kind of samba, bossa nova kind of stuff.
Okay.
No, it was in the end of the 70s. I was getting tired of the scene because there were a lot of hangers-oners, and in the middle of one party we were playing and somebody broke in my house and ripped me off while we're playing outside.
You're kidding.
No, and then my girlfriend at the time told me in the ear somebody's broken in the room. I went there, everything like people's passport who had arrived that day and their plane ticket they left in my drawer, and shit, I came and stopped the party, and I was going tired of it anyway, and then after that I sold it to some people, everything. And then I went traveling, and then I went to States and London and here and there, and then when that traveling I discovered the first time, like with rough trade music, like the first electronic music, Front 242 and Cabaret Voltaire and Fats Comet, Tackhead, this, that, many groups.
Did you have a teacher to show you how to work?
And propaganda in the beginning? No, it just was an evolution. You hear a certain kind of sound and then you understand that's an alternative sound, so you go to the alternative record store and you start looking, and ask the people to play you some cool stuff, and started kind of like that, you know.
But you got to. So nobody told you.
DJ
Oh, you have a
record stores.
Yeah, some
DJ record stores in San Francisco and London,
It was
and in Europe, Germany also, in places.
They were your teachers.
Well, then I had some friends also who came to Goa from Switzerland and France who played that music too, who also influenced me a lot. We used to play together as a team also sometime in those early days. They don't DJ anymore.
When you were in India, what themes do you usually talk about, you usually compose about? What were your themes?
When I'm in India now, how I chill out, I have a holy fire in my back garden. You know, like sadhus sit by a dooni, it's called. And early morning I wake up, have my cold bath, and then I sit by the dooni for sunrise. Then I do some things, whatever I do in the day. Then say an hour before sunset. In morning usually nobody comes, but in sunset time many people come. And I have the dooni there and many people come, and that's where I meet people, around the fire. You might have seen in some films they have me talking in front of the fire. So then, and then after that, when it gets closer to sunset and it's not too hot, in the backyard we have a ruin with a big tree. And we go in and we have built a little stage there, and you see across the rice paddies to the beach the coconut trees at the beach, and we played djembe drum, African drum. Some drummers come to join us. Sunset time we play African drum there, African rhythms, traditional.
Was
we like that.
Lyrics?
No, just drumming.
Just drumming.
Yeah. African, West African djembe drumming. Traditional rhythms that go with dances also.
And how was your... That was your...
That's how we chill out.
Yeah, that's a chill out.
Yeah, it's great because it gets back to the nature and the earth. And I like, you know, I mean, Goa's gotten a bit commercial and people are running here and running there and it's sunset at 9 bar and this and that. But me, I don't do all that. I did that in the beginning, but it was smaller and more simple.
Tell me more about
now
the
it's
beginning.
more.
How was the beginning, Goa? The first party there?
I don't, you know, it was, which parties though? The live music or when the techno started?
Techno sound.
Yeah, it was underground, man. It was like, people never saw parties like that before, with black lights, and people made paintings, and people used to paint their own shirts, like to go to the party with fluorescent paint and really cool stuff, you know, and black lights, and no much lights, everything black light and glowing paintings and clothes. Then this, you know, European music, electronic body music, and different stuff from Berlin and Germany, and all kind of cool stuff. There was cool stuff at that time. It was, you know, many people were hearing it for the first time, and they'd come in there and get blown away, you know. And that's what party has always been about for us in Goa. The party is to, the party should blow your mind.
To party. Let's go party.
It should blow your mind, man. It should be like, you know.
Yeah,
be like
I
the first
understand.
party you ever went to, like, you know?
Yeah.
It should be wonderful, it should be shocking, it should be enlightening, it should be so many things. It should be like the first party you ever went to. Then it's really good.
Yeah. You just defined perfectly how a party should be. Yeah, a party should be like the first one you are. Yeah, great. Can you understand Portuguese?
No, sorry.
Nothing at all. No.
I mean,
Yeah.
bom dia,
Bom dia. Yeah. Obrigado.
boa noite,
Boa
noite,
noite.
yeah, and obrigado.
It's a difficult language.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all.
I know Hindi.
You know Hindi? Yeah, I think it's more difficult. Yeah, it might be more difficult. How the name Goa Gil came up?
Because my name is Gil.
Gil?
I stayed in Goa, and in those days, well, in those days everybody